and Ota, the Director, Programs and Partnership, eHealth Africa, will be giving us insight onto some of the ways digitalization, technology, AI can all bridge the gap and ensure that, the health of its citizens and its youth are optimized. All of that, please stay tuned. And what is your view on that, Ota? Let me get some quick takes on that.
Thank you. So, just like Asif said, this conversation speaks directly to our strategy at eHealth Africa, which centers on using digital innovation to address actual community challenges, especially for adolescents. And, that group is a group that represents over 40% of Africa's population and also faces some of the continent's most urgent health risks. And sometimes programs are designed for them, not with them. So, for example, Africa accounts for 9 out of 10 adolescent HIV deaths globally. And mental health disorders now rank among the leading causes of illness for young people. So we believe that having this type of conversation, which is what we're doing with the breakfast salon, which we just held, leveraging digital tools that meet adolescents where they are, on their phones, online, the work that they're doing, that aligns with our commitment to scalable, data-driven solutions that strengthen local health ecosystems and build healthier futures. So it's a big priority for us, and it's something that we're committed to pushing and advancing a lot further.
Thank you so much. Now, Ota, I'd like to know, when it comes to partners, what advice would you give partners that want to support when it comes to digital health and adolescents, but don't necessarily want to foster or build a culture of dependency? How do you think that they can go about that? Because you want it to be African-led and you want it to be, community efforts.
Absolutely. Thank you for that very vital question. Partnerships are the backbone of digital behavior change because no single organization holds all the insights needed to influence how young people make decisions. So I think for me, when I think about partners and how they can key in, I think it's basically just us understanding the power of complementarity, understanding that no organization or entity has it all. But if we recognize that, for example, when research institutions bring data, youth groups offer the real-life insights from the ground, from the communities, and then tech innovators deliver platforms. We create solutions that are relatable, we create solutions that are trusted, we create solutions that are scalable. So basically, I think for me, the advice I'll give to partners is understanding that power of complementarity and to be able to trust each other with what are our strengths. Studies show that digital behavior change solutions developed collaboratively are up to 30% more effective than top-down models. So I think we as entities and organizations and people who want to partner just have to understand that partnerships ensure cultural relevance, partnerships safeguard community alignment, and also partnerships enable innovations that truly shift behavior and not just deliver information. So I would tell people who want to partner to come with that perspective, understanding that where I'm strong, another person could need that strength and vice versa.
Thank you so much. I'd like to know, you recently had a conversation with GDFH, and I'd like to know how exactly does that key into the overall strategy and narrative as well as vision for eHealth Africa. Let's start with Ota on this, and then we'll get to Atif.
Absolutely. Thank you. Earlier this year, we launched what we call the Avatar Consortium. And the purpose of that consortium is to create a unified platform where behavioral science, cultural storytelling, and digital technology come together to produce engaging health solutions for adolescents using the mediums that they're already using. So their mobile phones, chatbots, and the likes. And this was actually launched coincidentally in Kenya in May of this year. And so this is a continuation of that Avatar Consortium launch, where we're taking that conversation a lot more further. So rather than working in isolation, as many initiatives do, we are harmonizing efforts to accelerate adoption of evidence-based tools across Africa, especially as it relates to adolescents, because they have very unique, specific needs that it's important you understand it from their perspective. So basically, when we look at the GDHF, the breakfast salon which we just had, the consortium brings together experts, youth voices. We actually had youth in the room, and local innovators to co-create digital interests that reflect culture, language, and identity.
So I'd like to know, Atif, how do you want partners to adopt strategies when it comes to creating digital tools that change the narrative for adolescents moving ahead and forging ahead now?
Ota gave you a wonderful answer. I think she covered most of it, but I would just add and expand a bit on what she said. We would really call for a deeper collaboration, flexible financing that allows the innovation to evolve, and the efforts to strengthen the digital ecosystem for youth.
As we wrap up, I'd like to know, so what do you think for the future in 2026? What is the vision when it comes to digital tools for adolescent health in Kenya and in Africa at large? And if there's any other information you think eHealth Africa would like to bring to limelight, please let us know as we wrap up.
Thank you. I think just continuing from what Atif already started talking about, we hope to see, in 2026, we hope to see partners deepen investment in digital literacy and skills development, because digital empowerment is actually economic empowerment.
Thank you so much for those insights, and it's great to know that you had insightful conversations, and we look forward to catching up and seeing what your projections for 2026 will be in other areas at large. Thank you so much again, Ota.